Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hey everybody, it's Ron from Ron's Basement. Thank you for joining me today. So, which is better, a dog or a cat? Do you have an opinion? I will share with you my opinion at the end of this video as to which is better, a dog or a cat. But first, I want to give you a lot of information about what it's like to own both. And I can do that because I have owned both. I've had or lived in households with 4 or 5 dogs from the time I was probably 10 years old. And I've also lived with 4 or 5 cats over the last primarily 10, 11 years. So I can give you an idea of what it's like to live with both. First, quickly, cost. You can get both dogs and cats for anywhere from free up to thousands of dollars. If you want a special boutique pet, that's up to you. Maintenance-wise, well, I can tell you right here, cats, in terms of the amount of work that they require, definitely are easier than dogs. With a cat, you basically have to give it a little food, a little water, and clean the litter box. And there's not too much more generally that goes along with a cat. Although we did have a long-haired cat, Louie. I have a picture of him here. He's no longer with us, but he was a Persian, and we had to do a unique grooming procedure on him because he had long hair near his rear end that if we didn't keep it trimmed, his poopies would get caught in the hair, and it was a big mess. So about once a month, we would have to trim his butt hairs. There's really no other way to say that. Dogs, in terms of maintenance, if you have a dog, you better get used to this. Poop. They will go poo-poo in your yard, and it often looks like that. And you have to clean it up or hire somebody to clean it up. The other issue with a dog is they have to go poo-poo outside. So if you have a fenced yard, that makes things much easier than if you do not have a fenced yard. And I lived with this dog. That's Maggie. Chinese pug, and the entire time I had her, I did not have a fenced yard. So at like 6:30 in the morning, I had to put clothes on, bring her outside, try to entice her to go to the bathroom. It was kind of nice because you got to walk outside every morning, but really it wasn't nice. So dogs can be a little more high maintenance than cats. The litter box is in the house. You scoop it out once a day. Takes 5 minutes. Takes 2 minutes to feed them, and you're done. Enjoyment-wise, dogs are generally a little more interpersonal, I guess you would say. They're a little more codependent. They always, typically, most dogs want to be around you most of the time and can at times demand attention. Now, I will say this. My wife is awesome at picking out cats. So we have had 2 cats, or the 2 cats we have now are both very social. I could probably call for one of them and they would come down here and let me pet them. So a cat is more, you get to enjoy them when you want to enjoy them, whereas a dog is kind of more like a kid, like a human, like having a child. They can, they write more of the rules in terms of when you're going to play with them, and that can be either good or bad, just kind of depends. The sad part is they all die. I know it seems like people are getting more and more upset in the last decade or so when their cats pass or their dogs pass away. It is sad, I understand, but you better accept the fact that if you get either one of those, a dog or a cat, they're most likely going to pass away before you do. And in some ways, you probably hope they pass away before you do. They have a more limited lifespan, and that can be a tough thing for some people to deal with. So, which do I like better? I personally, I'm 49 years old. I'm not really into getting up in the morning and taking the dog out to go potty. I prefer a cat. To me, it's just a much more efficient pet to have. And if you get a good cat, they will kind of provide you with the same type of love and interpersonal interaction that a dog will. And then, you know, you can get good and bad dogs too. So who knows how that works out. I would venture to say that our one cat, Jasper, is actually more affectionate and interpersonal, or whatever the word is, than a lot of dogs are. But at the end of the day, really the choice is yours. What I would consider is, like, if you're a young person without children, you may want to get a cat. I mean, you know, you don't have kids yet. You want to be kind of free. With a cat, you can leave them for a day or two and don't have to worry about it. They're fine. Wait and get a puppy while you have kids. But again, the choice is yours, and they're both great animals. So I hope you found my video helpful, and have a great day. Thank you for watching.